perfect. And I hope it's a time to start the session formally. So, namaste, all of you. Greetings of the day. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from DB HSE International. My name is Debjyoti Biswas. I am the CEO and founder of DB HSE International. And today we all have gathered together to hear from the expert and also to hear from you what do you think and why we should definitely be more focused on environment sustainability, and also if you're working into health and safety, or if you're working into environmental department, how you should approach to your company to implement ISO standard, how ISO 14001 is going to be a guideline, and how your company can save not only the people working around, but the entire nature, atmosphere, environment. So it's going to be saving the nature and the people working inside. So I hope we are here to decode 14001, one of the world's most essential and powerful standards in environmental management. Because now, let me just say it clearly. ISO 14001 is just not a certification, it's a standard. Standard means when we talk about a standard, it means we need to know a standard has a set of policy, procedure, process, and a lot of a people activity. So it's going to be covering 4P: policy, people, process, and procedure. In that case, it's a culture of environmental responsibility. We all are responsible to save and sustain the environment, correct? But also, I would like to say, when we are working when we are working into this particular sector, we have to think about a risk-based strategy, because in company, in order to implement EMS, you need to know the most risk-based strategy that one can have. I hope, and also on the same time, we should discuss about from energy to construction line to manufacturing to healthcare, logistic to food and any tech stuff. ISO 14001 speaks one language, and that one language is protect the environment while driving performance. Because we always look forward in escalating and uplifting our skills. We always look for completing the task before the time so that we can get the incentive or company can get the contract ASAP. But somehow we are overlooking the EMS as well. So in that case, the only thing that we should focus is protect the environment while driving performance. You all can pen down this line. It's subtly is going to be a slogan: protect the environment while driving the performance. And our job today is to understand the language fluently. It's not a language that we speak, it's a language of environmental leaders, I hope so. So why this standard was created? It's a very important question. Doctor, before I ask you a question, I thought of like sharing some of the information that I have got. I hope that's going to be very willing for people to hear that. So let's reflect for a moment. And the moment that we should reflect is the world has gone through decades of unchecked pollution, deforestation, chemical disaster, and waste crisis. Now, we heard about a lot of accidents. Bhopal tragedy, one of the accident, from air pollution in mega cities to the plastic choking oceans. And not only the water body, the land body, the air, everything is getting polluted, because there were not accidents, absolutely. They were, I hope that those accidents were the sign of poor planning, poor leadership on EMS, ignored risk, unable to identify the types of risk, unable to identify the types or categories of hazard, and a complete lack of system-based thinking. Only on environmental management system. When we talk about environmental management system, we should know a system to manage the environment. So that's why 14001, ISO 14001 was born to give organizations a structured and a globally recognized approach to identify and control the environmental aspects, number one. Number two, to reduce the impact and risk. Number 3, to comply with the legal requirement for sure. And number 4, to promote a continual improvement through audits, reviews, and life cycle thinking. Now, there is another question came to my mind while thinking how I can decode ISO 14001. Did you, and like anyone, did you think about why we have ISO 14001? Because today Dr. Santhosh will be giving us the answer. I have shortlisted some of the questions, the most sought after questions. So I hope that Dr. Santhosh will ask, and also what we will cover today. Let me give you a little bit a glimpse of it. So as the CEO of DB HSE, I have spent years watching the standard transform not only businesses but the mindset of the people. That's what we need, because if you read something and if it gives you energy, if it gives you steps to implement something properly, why, who, and what needs to be done, if you know the proper thing, you do the greatest thing. And in order to get the proper thing, it took 5 years, 6 years to come to the discussion and the finalized standard ISO 14001. So here are the questions that I'm going to discuss. The first question I'm going to ask to Dr. Santhosh is going to be, what are the real issue, or I can say in that way, sir, or what are the real lesson ISO 14001 can teach me, the student, the company owner, the stakeholder, or anyone about environmental sustainability. I also want you to talk about what is sustainability in a very short manner, so that people can recall with their experience and also can regain the knowledge from your answer. So my question to you, Dr. Santhosh, for all of us is, what are the real lesson that we can get from ISO 14001 about environmental sustainability, sir?
Yes, sir. Fine. See, whenever we are studying any of the standard, when we speak about any of the standard, I can say in simple words, that standard evolved or developed because of various reasons. Okay. Say, for example, we people are knowing about process safety. How process safety management evolved? Because of some of the tragedies which has happened earlier. Say, for example, Bhopal gas tragedy in India, like that Philippines tragedy. Okay. So, in the same way, the people started experiencing various environmental impacts from the industries, especially industries. When they started industrialization, so at that time we have noticed lot many issues or environmental impacts. So once we started facing the environmental impacts like deforestation, as you said, climate change, acidification of oceans, acid rains. So lot many consequences are associated with this climate change or environmental pollution. So people thought of bringing some standard which can prevent those pollutions. So that's the reason this standard, especially ISO 14001 environmental management system, has evolved. This is the first reason. And from this standard, we can identify, control, and reduce the environmental impacts from the organization. When I speak about the organization, let me tell you, you may be a manufacturing industry, oil and gas sector, or service industry, transportation, logistic, whatever may be the industry. Every industry will do the pollution either directly or indirectly. So, this standard can be applied to any of the sector, I can say. It can be applicable to all the manufacturing units and service sector. And this standard will teach us how to do the planning, how to ensure the compliance. In addition to this, let me tell you, whatever may be the ISO standard, ISO always focus on continual improvement. ISO is not for a day, not for 1 year or 3 years. ISO teaches us to have continual improvement. Means you have to perform well with respect to environmental conservation round the clock, and you have to work for continuous improvement. This is what the lesson we learned and we are applying in our organization. This is what I want to communicate as the lessons. As you ask me one more question, sustainability. We people are promoting the sustainability. Let me tell you in a simple words, sustainability means utilization of the resources, especially natural resources, promptly, and conserving nature and natural resources for future generation. You may be a citizen of any country. It's the duty of all country citizens to conserve or preserve nature and natural resources. This is what we are looking, because natural resources are shared one. It is not belongs to individual, or it is not belongs to any organization. It is a shared resource, and it's everyone responsibility to conserve the same. And this ISO 14001 help the organization to achieve sustainable development goals with respect to environment.
Oh, very, very proper, doctor, very proper. So, exactly what I understand from your very great explanation is, if some company or if an individual wants to know entire thing, how to protect, how to improvise, how to maintain, and also how to sustain the environmental aspects, and also to give a continual improvement of to the company, we should follow the ISO 14001. That's absolutely true, sir. And also, I believe that what we got to know from ISO 14001 is the exact thing, that not only the risk, but we should know the type of risk, the type of environmental risk, the type of environmental hazards as well. There are so many chemicals, so many germs, so many microorganisms, so many particles to be featured when we talk about environmental aspects. And also to entire audience that you all are listening to us, we will request you that it's just an overview, that what absolutely you can get help from the ISO 14001 standard is all about any problem and how you should do, what should be your first step, what should be your last step. If there is something happens during processing the step, how you should recover. So ISO 14001 keeps us the whole information on environmental management system. Again, I'm repeating, it's very important for us. If you're working in this sector, environmental, I would request every day, if you read at least 3 pages from the ISO 14001, or you should definitely attend our session, our class on ISO 14001 lead auditor, always active and is very spontaneous in order to attain. So we will let you know that when the class will be started. So also Dr. Santhosh talk about the sustainability, which is the ability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generation, right? So just like sustainability is like about balancing between the growth and the preservation, profit and planet, and people and progress. I hope we all can write this one if you really like this way. So sustainability is about balancing between growth and preservation, correct? Because we want to grow and also we have to preserve, or else at the certain time we will not have that natural resource. Then what we will do? So sustainability is all about keeping a balance in between the growth and the preservation, profit and the planet. and people and progress, right? So thank you so much, Dr. Santosh, for giving us the answer. Before I proceed for the second question, did we give you the well-explained answer on my question? What are the real lesson ISO 14001 can teach us about environmental sustainability? If we are good to go, then I need a thumbs up from your side to help and also to support the energy so the doctor can retain throughout the session. Are we good to go for the next question? Are we all going for an interaction, please? Can I get some thumbs up reaction from you all? Do you all understand about the perfect Mr. Akhtar has given? So this sort of appreciation, if we can get, it really boosts the energy, right? So that's the very simple question that I asked from doctor, that about we can get to know. Doctor, my second question to you on behalf of all the people who have asked me is, does reading every line of ISO 14001 truly help an organization, or is just an application more important than theory? So again, repeating the question, sir, and to the audience, as I said before, read 3 pages every day or 5 pages as per your convenience. So does really reading every line of ISO 14001 truly help an organization and its people, doctor?
Yes, sir, of course. People should read the contents which are mentioned in ISO 14001. Not only ISO 14001, you can take any of the standard. Every line is very, very important. People should read between the lines as well. Okay, so if we started understanding the standard, then only we can implement the ISO 14001 properly in any of the organization. And this will promote better decision making in any of the organization. When we speak about compliance, many countries have this ISO 14001 standard as a mandatory standard. They have to follow this standard because it teaches us how to protect the environment, how we can go ahead with all the sustainable initiatives. Everything will be achieved with this standard. In simple words, let me tell you, this standard, if we study well, then you can do proper implementation and better decision making. These are all the 2 important things which I want to convey for this message, or for your question, I can say.
Perfect. I hope we should also ask our learners the same, if they also have any question from our side. So if any one of you wants to ask anything related to the discussion that we are ongoing with, such as what did we learn from ISO 14001 and how truly it helps an organization. Number 2, we discussed about reading every line from the ISO 14001 standard does really help an organization or not. Doctor, I also have one question to you. Let's say I want to have a new construction company, and I definitely, apart from health and safety, I also need to comply the requirements of our local law and also the national law. And also, in order to get international audience, we also prefer international articles, international law, correct? Now, because in order to focus on the international market, our company must be kind of ISO certified, because in order to gain and get the trust from the international people, we need to also certify ourselves. In that case, doctor, because this really came to my mind, people always ask, ISO is from Switzerland. What I am doing with ISO here in my own country? Why I should follow this? In that case, doctor, what message you have for them?
Okay, fine, sir. So every country has its own set of standards or regulatory bodies, so they are enforcing some standards. But when we speak about ISO or International Labour Organization, these are all the standards developed by a single country, but which can be act as a global standard. You may be in Switzerland, Malaysia, Singapore, Qatar, Kuwait, whatever may be your country standard, but this ISO standard acts as a global standard and which supports the organization. If you implement this standard, you can always automatically comply with other standards as well. Say, for example, let me tell you, according to clause number 8 of ISO 14001, you need to have emergency preparedness with respect to environment, or environmental emergency preparedness need to be ensured. Okay, same thing will be in your country standard, or your regulatory bodies also enforcing the same thing. So once you implement ISO standard, you can automatically comply with your regulatory bodies or your country standard. It's like an umbrella. Under this umbrella, every standards will come. Okay, so this is what I want to tell you with respect to this ISO standard, sir.
Perfect. So to every participant here, whether you are new to environmental system or already working in HSE, I want you to be engaged, be open, and really be bold, because when you are working into occupational health and safety, you do have a route to also to switch to environmental management, and also from the environmental management you have a route to come to the occupational health and safety management. But what I believe, to be very honest, I do respect my profession. I will do anything possible from my side to protect, to make this profession more popular, and I hope DB HSE is doing the same, because everybody should be concerned about health and safety. It's just not a profession. It's not a profession of security guards, because a lot of people still know health and safety is all about security management, to work as a security officer. But I really want people to do promote about this profession. But also when we talk about, I'm a health and safety environmental officer, HSE officer, which profession you are in. I'm working as a HSE practitioner, HSE manager, HSE director. So apart from health and safety, environment does come, right? We shouldn't omit the letter E. E stands for environment. So whether you are working in health and safety or in environment particularly, I really request you, just for one time, go through every page from the ISO 14001. Attend our training. It's going to be free for you to attain an experience. If you really feel like, yeah, these people are really gentlemen and very talkative in order to make me understand what I am going through in a confusion, then please do take enrollment for the qualification. So take notes, ask questions for sure. Please drop down your questions on the chat box. We are here today, we are here to interact, and I really want to know how many people are there who are into health, who are into environmental department. Please, can I have your attention, please? How many of you are working in environmental sector only, not into health and safety, but environmental sector? Because we would be glad to know that people from environmental department are also here. I can get some responses. So I can say a lot of people are from this background, which is very nice. All right, then going forward to the next question. I hope you all are going good. Sorry for asking you to give me thumbs up, to give us thumbs up consistently, because that's important. Question number 3, Santhosh sir, it's all about what's the most valuable outcome of learning ISO 14001? And that's my exact question after my explanation, that if you read what will happen also after your answer. So what's the most valuable outcome? Outcome, when we talk about outcome, it means once you complete one page reading, you should think how I can apply this, correct? This is something very important for us to understand. Reading something and not practicing into the practical life, it's something that you are just reading a story book that will not give you access to earn unlimited, to raise higher, and also to get a lot of opportunities. Because every page has a scope to do the practice tomorrow or today, correct? Why I said tomorrow? Because we are lucky that you are earning and learning. Think about the spelling Learn, learn, right? Remove L, then it will be EARN. So it's earn. It's very simple. It's very simple, like the old saying that the answer is there in the question. Please read the question properly twice or thrice. So it's very important. And when you have a school like DB HSE, where everyday learning is what we are earning for, it's going to be very amazing. So, Dr. Santhosh, what's the most valuable outcome of learning 14,001? Talk about it control, talk about is it a culture or it's just a certification, sir?
Yes, sir. So once you read this or learn this standard, you can build a structured environmental management system that improves the performance and meet the legal requirements. This is first thing. Say for example, let me explain you, sir. You are following various things. You are having good practices, good systems, and you are taking lot many initiatives towards sustainability. Okay, so already you are doing lot many things, but once you come with this standard, once you learn this standard, then you will get a confidence that yes, we are doing lot many activities. I said, why can't we have this ISO in my company? Just what you will do, you will do copy paste. You're already doing some activities, you will take up those tasks and you will paste in the standard. That's it, you will do absolutely when you go through with this standard.
Perfect. And also tell me some of your most amazing moment you have, because you are into environmental, so your 40 lies in environment skills to identify the problems and to also give the accurate medicine of that problem. So as per your like experience of working in health in environmental sector especially, the most best lesson you have got, sir?
Sir, when I speak about the best lesson, according to ISO or in my experience, clause number 10 in ISO standard speaks about continual improvement. Okay.
Sure.
For this, say for example, in my previous organization, firstly we have implemented the rooftop solar panels installations for building A. Okay, so that was done in 2022.
Yeah.
So in 23, we have installed solar panels to building B. Okay, so when the building A was contributing 15% of our energy demand. Okay, next from 23, totally we are getting around 35% of our energy demand from the solar. Means it's the renewable energy. It is called continual improvement. We have showed the same thing to the auditor. What is your continual improvement plan? Sir, last year we have done this year we have done this. Totally 35% of our energy demand met with the solar energy. Okay, so always this standard will recognize the best practices what you have. Last year we have more water consumption in our process. This year we are having a sustainable manufacturing system where it will reduce the water consumption, where we can identify the gaps and we have rectified the water consuming process. So this is called continual improvement. This is what people are interested to know in any of the audit.
For sure, sir, for sure. And I can see there is one delegate, Mr. Sohaib Khan. Actually, the problem in India in safety sector management, zero interest, so many organizations. So there is one comment that we have got from Mr. Khan. Shall I take the privilege to answer this question, Doctor?
Yes, yes, yes. Please, sir. Please.
All right. So, a few things we need to understand when we talk about India, when we talk about taking a name of a country, because I am engaged with so many so many things with so many other countries. When people say from different countries, as I am proud Indian, when people say from different countries, let's say, I'm just giving an example. Let's say in Ghana, there are so many places where the safety practices are absolutely not good. That's one way of saying. Another way of saying, sir, in Kenya, nobody believes in health and safety, etc., etc. Do you know what is the main fact of this? I always believe when we take the name India or Ghana or something like that, if 1% of the total company, if the 1% of the total population of the company, if they are working in health and safety with proper strategy, practices, complying all the standard, then we cannot say that in some country we do not have. Yes, in India, I am proud that there are so many companies that people from different parts of the world, minimum 120 plus countries, people are working in India for different part, and health and safety is too good. But there are certain organizations, not only in India, but in everywhere. We should think and talk more about the definition of culture, right? What is culture? Because whatever your environment is, you grow up in the same way, right? So we also have an old saying, an environment makes a man perfect. Definitely, whatever the environment is, whatever the environment you're around, you will be like, your upbringing is based on your environment. In that case, the definition of culture is shared attitude, belief, value, and behavior on something. Now, Mr. Khan, and to the others, I really want to say something. What did we understand from a simple definition? Culture means a shared attitude, belief, value, and behavior on something. I believe it's a failure of the institutes and also the professional working in the operational field to introduce health and safety in a proper way. If trainer doesn't know how to put the appropriate word to motivate, not just completing your course, come on, this is not a academic qualification, this is a technical one, right? Institutes should take leverage and responsibility in order to teach with more practicality other than theoretical words. And if I'm an individual, right, how I am looking health and safety, how I am valuing health and safety. Do I talk about health and safety? Do I promote health and safety everywhere? What I am doing for it? Because I am paying to the institutes, learning from them, getting certificate from UK, USA, anywhere in the world, submitting to the office, getting promotion, and the problem remains. And I would say people are retaining the problem more than the problem remains because of not utilizing the knowledge properly, correct? So it's you, it's the safety professional, not the company owner. That's why you have been recruited and you're getting paid for it, correct? And for giving you the appropriate way of earning money in the companies, you have the institutes, a lot of institutes, such as DB HSE is one of them. So we have to definitely practice what we read every day to our operational field. And if you can do so, team, if you can do so, trust me, today people are not valuing health and safety. After 10 days, at least one people will value health and safety, and that's how you improve health and safety culture. I hope a lot of you are aware of positive health and safety culture, negative health and safety culture. We also have a discussion on what are the indicators of health and safety culture, how to improve the negative health and safety culture. So what did we learn from there? It's very simple. So I would say India or any other country, any company, if you're working and they are just overlooking health and safety, not at all overseeing, not at all giving a damn to health and safety, it is you who should keep on influencing through moral, legal, and financial reason. And trust me, what if you can do so, you will be the king of and you will be the king of people. You will be the most favorite person in people's heart, more than in just theoretical way. So that's why you need to leverage, you need to upskill, you need to keep on doing this. People should value health and safety. Why? Through communication. There are three modes of communication. I'm talking about environment as well. Anything. In order to value something, you need to communicate properly. Graphical, written, and verbal. This sort of communication should be there. In order to make people believe why they should do it, you need to present we need to present them with some realistic facts so that they can understand, such as if you do not wear the safety if you do not wear the safety helmet or hard hat properly, you will die. Okay, now if you're wearing like this without getting up the stripe properly, then if something falls on your head, this will go fall and you will die. Then people will believe that no, it's okay, I have to wear this properly. In order to make someone attitude, what do you mean by the term attitude? Attitude means a point of view, or looking at something, the way of looking at something, or a point of view is the attitude. So how people will look health and safety when there are so many campaigns are going on, when there are so many trainings are going on, when the toolbox training is being led by one of the expert who can speak well, not to just following the script and reading aloud. That's how we can definitely help any small to big organization to follow, to salute, and to love health and safety, because we are earning to save their life. So going forward to the next, I hope Mr. Khan has got my answer, and that's very sure. And let me know, Mr. Khan, and anyone, if there is something that DB HSE International can do for you, for your company, because DB HSE International has got the the panelists from different parts of the world. I can raise the voice from different parts of the world to a certain entity so that they can be inspired, right? We will do our best to make sure the movement of increasing health and safety awareness goes on till the last breath of our life, right? Going forward to the next. Thank you so much for listening to me. Give me reactions, if you really like that way of saying. Number 4 question, doctor. I have something for you. So why you talk about documentation, so I really want to ask you, why is document controlling so critical in ISO 14001, and how can it be effectively managed, sir?
When we speak about the documentation part, every organization has huge documents. ISO always focus on your environmental documents. I am speaking about the environmental documents, not any other documents, because other standards are available to focus on other documents. Say, for example, quality. We have quality management system 9001. So let me go with environmental management system ISO 14001. This ISO 14001 will focus on the environmental documents that must be up to date. This is first thing. Next, it must be accessible and secured properly. How we can secure properly? With the version control, with various approvals, with revision number, SOP number. You should have these things in your documents, and which must be, it must be secure in any of the organization. This is what ISO is expecting the organizations to maintain certain documents.
Perfect. So I hope that documentation is the formal action to be taken. When we talk about formally, please release my certificate. Formally, please announce. Or formally, please do it. Formally means it's there in a documented way or something in a written. And there are differences between recording and also when we talk about when we talk about documenting, it's kind of we are recording each and everything. So yes, Dr. Santosh, is very, very important. And I hope in your class we can get to learn a lot about how to handle 14001 documentation effectively. My next question to you, sir, is that what does it mean to take an organization to the next level using 14001? So how, because there are a lot of people here, they can be EHS manager, they can be environmental manager, they can be director, and I can see a lot of my beloved associates are here attending the session. So they also need to hear this from us and from you especially, that what is it like, how 14001 can take an organization to the upper level, sir? How they can do it?
When we speak about ISO standard, any of the ISO standard, which will take the organization to the next level. How? By engaging the people in all the initiatives, improving the efficiency, utilization of natural resources effectively, and which will also focus on customer satisfaction. They can create the brand image or reputation of the organization get improved if you have this standard. This is first thing. And moreover, once you have this standard, once you have lot many initiatives and you are promoting the sustainabilities, then you can approach the other organizations to come and audit your organization, and you can apply for various national level or international level awards or some other certifications. So such kind of benefits are always associated with these standards.
For sure, for sure. I think our session is going very interesting. Can I have some interaction from you all? Because what exactly I want you all to just type, or if you have something to say, just type on the chat box. It's all about every day you attained a lot of session from different respective institutes, trainers. There are a lot of voice towards talking about 14001. I have heard a lot of people talk about sustainability, but but still they choose to go to the business class. A lot of people talk about CFC, but they have AC. So there are a lot of controversies as well. But I hope that this is what we call sustainability, where we are keeping the profit and also the planet safe, where we are keeping the growth and preservation at the same time, and also where we're keeping the planet and the people and the progress as well. So that's what's a sustainability. If you want to sustain something, you have to look for what it needs at the present and not fully looking forward to the future, but for sure you are giving your best to make the present the best. Now, the next question from my side to you, Doctor, is all about how many types of audit. Now, this is very interesting because when I was taking part in auditing session, I was the one curious student to ask bundle of questions to my tutor. My tutor said that, man, you should not ask me this sort of questions because you're just too tricky, and that's your job, sir. And that's how God, I think, blessed us to create a platform so that we can speak, because we can hear the voice of everyone, because we can hear our voice as well. We all are humans, so our instincts work similarly, and I do believe that we do face the same problems in terms of anything comes for the first time. So when you are first time reading ISO 14001, whatever you had in your mind, let's say starting with jargon. Jargon means the word which are not familiar to you. So how you can decode those jargon, and always like searching from dictionary or Googling it. It's quite a tough job to repeatedly checking, but it's a praiseworthy job, I would like to say. removing jargon from every line that you were facing, and now you have a clear explanation on the same, is something that you should do. My one advice for you all is, if now there are a lot of English speakers, there are a lot of English men and women out there, they still don't know one word. Like, there are so many words around, it's like an ocean. So what I will tell you, since our profession, the most common language spoken is the most common language to speak is English. So whenever you are reading an English line, and if somehow you cannot understand the word, please Google it, find for the meaning immediately, so that you don't need to face the same problem again and again. So that's how Dr. Santhosh has said the same. And so I want to ask you, so how many types of audits are involved, and what purpose does each serve? Exciting to hear from you, sir.
Fine. When we speak about audit, basically we have two types of audit, I can say. One is internal audit and one is external audit. Internal audit means the persons or the auditors or certified auditors, I can say. So the employees who are certified in doing or conducting the audit, they will conduct the audit inside their organization. It is called internal audit. If we speak about external audit, the person who is not belongs to your organization, the person who is not aware about your organization, he is not having any connection with your organization, if he comes and conduct the audit, then it is considered as external audit. These are all the two types of audit. One more thing, in the external audit itself, we have certification audit, where the ISO people or ISO external auditors will come and do the audit and provide the certificate for your organization. And also we have the surveillance audit, where the ISO guys yearly once they will reach to your organization, they will audit your organization. All these audits are coming under external audits.
For sure, for sure. So I think when someone take part in classes of ISO 14001, tell me one thing, doctor, is it important to learn all the documents that they need, or instead of learning, they can just check from anywhere and give to the company and ask them to give the documents? Why it is important to learn every document? It should be in your mind, not in your pocket or not in your system. Do you think that same, doctor?
Yes, sir. When we learn about this standard, then only you can fix your documents in different clauses. Then only you can able to understand, yes, for this clause we can show this document. So this is what we can expect from ISO.
Okay. That's for sure, sir. We're getting a lot of questions, and I really want that doctor to answer all of them. I do have 3 more questions which I listed. I really want me to first complete those questions, right? All right, going forward to the next, this is going to be very important, because how does DB HSE training method? Because the training method is something, the entire framework of our training. How do we start promoting, starting from how do we start promoting about our course, about our training, and how do we complete the training certificates and everything? Because starting from how we should promote and approach people, and once the people got approached and they got convinced, they enrolled, take admission, and then they get the certificate. So the entire training method, starting from the start to the end. So how does DB HSE training method build confidence in real auditing environments? All the people asking about internal and external auditing, what are the documents required, each and everything. So here is a question for you to our tutor, doctor. How does our method training really helps in the real auditing environment, sir?
Okay, fine. So once the candidates completes the registration with our admin team, he can attend our sessions, and all our sessions will be scheduled in advance, and people from various countries, they will participate in our training program. This is first thing. And moreover, I don't know, as a trainer, I'll get more than in one batch I'll get more than 30 plus, 50 plus students across the globe. People are participating. I don't know who is experienced and who is having already work experience related to ISO audit, and I don't know any of their informations. Okay, I'll have freshers, I'll have experienced professionals in my classes. What I'll do is, or what DBHSC is doing, we will start from basics. Okay, what do you mean by ISO? How this standard evolved? Where is the headquarters of this ISO standard? And how this standard will benefit the organization? What all the references ISO has referred to develop this standard? Everything we will start, okay, in the initial sessions, because few of the professionals, they're already working in the they are already working in the organization. People are conducting the internal audit, they are doing management review meetings, they are doing everything, but they don't know why this standard has evolved, what is the importance of having this standard inside the organization, how we can develop, how we can promote this standard to the next level. So they are not aware about this. So we will start from the basic. We will provide them the auditing skills. We will explain about the real life scenarios. I'll give them some case studies and make them understand, let them understand clearly about this standard, because people across the globe, they are investing their time with all their professional commitments. They are attending our session, and we are very happy, and we welcome all the questions, whatever may be the questions. We will welcome all the questions, and we will make them comfortable in all the aspects, all the contents of ISO standard, I can say.
Perfect. Now, to the listeners, I have really one thing to discuss. When we think about learning from an institute online, there is something that we should think about, that how the online session will be, because we are acquainted with the old school training, traditional training, like in-class training practice. So we are all exposed to this because we were in schools, we were in college, then we went to the training center, and everywhere we went in person. So the training happened in person. So there is a confusion that how I can learn. And I would say there is no difference of attending in-person training and also online training, because it's all about, there's only difference is like you can't see the person who is speaking. That's it. You can't see, you can feel the environment, the ambience. That's the only difference. Because since 2020, this is 2025, we are about to close 5 years DB HSE working anniversary. In that case, it's something very important, that it depends on how the person trains you. Because when I was a student, I was a very dull student, right? Because I keen to know every jargon, and my teacher used to say, you are a very bad student. You do not concentrate on what I am saying. But I was always hopeful, something that I am asking, he should answer, because that's my problem is. So since I witness all of it, and I hope all the trainers at DB HSE, they all were students at some time, and then they become trainer. So what I exactly ask them to do it, and they also have the same feeling. It's like when we are conducting a training, it should be from the scratch, clearing every jargon, because I really want everybody to know about the history concept that nobody talks about. Why your company will ask you to go for ISO standard implementation. Why not the other standard, right? There are British standard, there are OSHA, and there are so many. But why ISO? And also people think, no, it's not required. It is required. When you sit for a committee meeting, all right, a lot of people from different headquarters or different department, they do ask silly question, and they are looking forward to give to get the answer from you. And you don't feel like, oh my God, I do not know this silly thing, but I should be aware of this silly thing. How many committee members have helped ISO 14000 to be born, ISO 14000 to be established, to be finalized, and why each and every line is important. I hope, Dr. Santhosh, we got the best person, the best tutor, mentor, and you're one of the best friends in terms of education. Dr. Santhosh, when I was having a discussion with Dr. Santhosh about, sir, how we can customize, he said that, sir, I believe in teaching from the scratch to the pro level, so that everyone will first go for the alphabets ABCD, and then they will read about what exactly this is. So this is very good. When a trainer has this passion, you cannot buy this passion from anywhere. So Dr. Santhosh, thank you so much, especially because it's very rare to find a person like you who is very optimistic for their learners, and that's what every business requires. Going for the last question of mine, Dr. Santhosh, and I hope this is going to be my last question, and then I will encourage all the members to write something. If possible, doctor will definitely answer. So this is going to be very exciting, because I want to know from you, what are the absolute must know things or concept and clauses in ISO 14001 that no professional should ignore?
Fine. We have a huge, set of clauses in any of the ISO standard. But when I speak about the key concepts, risk-based thinking, continual improvement, participation of leadership team in environmental management system, what are all the support required in an organization to promote sustainability, how we can have employee participations or employee engagement programs in environmental management system, everything we will teach in this ISO standard. And we have 10 ISO 14001 clauses. It starts from scope, and the last clause is improvement. Okay, in between these clauses, we have context of the organization, leadership, planning, support, operations related to environment, how to do the performance evaluation, because in all the organization, performance evaluation is must. With respect to environmental management system, how we can do the performance evaluation, that will be informed in the class. In addition to this, we will have a mock audit kind of a thing, where I will ask the students to answer some of the documentation part. Okay, so say for example, how we can do the performance evaluation, how audit will be carried out in the organization. I'll start from, you believe it or not, people are the people who are very freshers, means they're not aware about this standard. For them, for all the people, I'll start from entry gate of the organization. Say for example, the auditor will enter your organization's gate. From this point to how till he exits through the organizational gate. So complete this process will be explained. What do you mean by opening meeting? How auditors will introduce themselves for the auditees? who is called auditee, how you can prepare for audit, what are all the things need to be ready with respect to audit, how you should convince the auditor, how you should talk with the auditor, what auditor will see when he visit your plant. Everything we will inform in our ISO 14001 class.
For sure, sir, for sure. And I hope that now a lot of people are more excited to attend our session. So I think this sort of engagement session, if we can come up with in every one day, at least in a week, I hope you all will feel supportive from DB HSE. So I hope this session is not, I will say, kind of a brain washing session, because yeah, we have to wash our brain in order to input all these ideas, but it's sort of a brainstorming session. It will not give you the entire concept, because it took I think more than 40 days to understand every term and references, the normative references, every terms and every clearing all the jargons. And I think it took the same time for doctor to realize why those committee members have prepared and finalized ISO 14001. It should be your passion. Passion means you love to do it. What is your passion? My passion is to listen to music. Please make this passion. Whatever you do in order to earn money, also you should make that passion. Then only it will help in your profession, right? So I hope we will do our best, and we are getting a lot of support from you all every day. We are open for you to have a discussion. Every business wants to be global. Every business wants to be in the top. But what we think, whether we will be in the top or whether we will be the best institute, we do not know the outcome, except God knows, right? What we know is to keep on doing it, keep on going it. And I hope humans are the only supporter of humans who should support, encourage, motivate. So DB HSE International is just not I will say it's not an institute, I would say a family of HSE professionals, because all of my people now, whoever is I'm connected with, mostly, and they become my family members, they all are our DB HSE alumnus, DB HSE trainer, associate. So all HSE, I'm growing a big HSE family. So thank you so much for giving your trust. Doctor, before we end up, what message you have to say to all the participants?
Okay, fine. So, you people are working in various designations, and you people just started your career, or you may be in mid senior level, and you people are working in HSE section. Okay, so please see the larger picture of life. You should end up your journey as vice president, or associate director, kind of a position. So when you want to achieve your dreams, when you want to achieve your target or destinations, you should always focus on learning, guys.
Yeah.
Say for example, today you have achieved your degree or masters. Even after 10 years also, even after 10 years, people are not focusing on learning. We have this qualification. Say for example, I have completed my masters and PhD. Why I have achieved ISO, NEBOSH, IOSH, AOSH, and many more certifications? I can sit with masters and PhD. Okay, so why I'm informing you? Because please focus on continual learning or continuous improvement in your learning, and certification is very, very important to achieve your dreams and to get higher positions. Okay, so this is what the message I want to convey on behalf of DB HSE International.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Your explanations are really becoming more clear than a crystal. Thank you, everybody. And the last message that I have for you all is all about, we are a growing family of HSE professionals. if you see in our groups, and that's really fantastic opportunity, because I am also there in different other foundations group where I do not see those things happening. What I see in my group, DB HSE has 600 WhatsApp groups that I see. In 600 WhatsApp group, everything is going on. Every day we are providing morning lessons, articles through different prospects. We are providing opportunities for you to attend the session. So if you are there in the WhatsApp group, if you do not know exactly how this group can help you, apart from registering for a workshop, but that group really will help you, because I really want, if you want to share something, ask questions, provide any sort of materials, because we all are brothers and sisters, right? We need to help each other. We need to hold our hands and to proceed for the next, because no one can take your place. It's God who knows where you should be and with whom you should be. So my ending message for you all is to please follow our WhatsApp group. My answer is already there in the WhatsApp group. If you see the activities, what sort of things we are doing. And there are a lot of spammers out there. That's why we have to turn off the send matches facility on the WhatsApp group. But I will make sure our registered workshop group works very active, because there are no spammers over there. So keep on asking and having a lot of discussion. We will be coming up with a lot of more opportunities for you to attain. And for the last, I will definitely, in conjunction with Dr., I will share you the dates of the ISO 14001. And this is not an ordinary ISO Lead Auditor course from DB HSE International only, but it's from the world's one of the most famous, I would say, recognized and globally awarded ISO certification body. Their client was NASA as well. Exemplar Global from the USA. We are the approved center. So your course, ISO 14001, will give you the eligibility to apply for auditor certification scheme. Like if you want to become a certified lead auditor, you will be eligible after the certificate, because this is Exemplar Global approved ISO Lead Auditor course. We will share more information on the group, and I hope to stay connected with you all. Before I end up, can I expect all of you to please switch on your camera for a few seconds? I want to take a picture, a screenshot with you all. And that will also work as an evidence when it will be an issuance of the certificate. You can say, sir, in your certificate, I was there. So where is my certificate? So that will definitely, that will help. And I love to see, I think I'm for the first time, I am getting to know most of you. I do not know, because my laptop do not have camera. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Fine, sir. Absolutely fine. Can I have a link WhatsApp group for me? Thank you. All right. I'm going to take a screenshot with you all. I think people are turning on their camera. Just a moment, please. Hold off for a few seconds. And I hope you all are happy. Keep smiling, everybody. Smile is the only thing that we can afford. Whether you are ill or you are rich, but do not lose smile from your face. All right. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. One more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, everybody. Dr. Santhosh, sir, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye.